Well, folks, I just got done with meeting with my bishop. Every priest in the diocese has one. He's the boss. He's who ordains us, and we are obedient to him. We are extensions of his ministry as sanctifier and governor and teacher of the faith. And I'm here with my whuppies. We're kind of caught in some rain, and I thought to quick give before I get going, a reflection on how my day went. So the meeting was really good. I got to share with the bishop how I'm doing, and he was excited to hear about my health progress, about my trip to Florida, and my hyperbaric oxygen treatments that I did this spring, and then the round of treatments I did in Madison last month. We got talking about a lot of stuff. You know, when a priest meets his bishop, it's a special thing. It's a very special bond. Well, it should be. Sometimes it's not. I mean, there's times when that bond is a little bit not what it could be. You know, there's some priests don't get along with their bishop. I love my bishop. What I mean is, it's a very unique, special bond that you should always, keep in touch with your bishop as a priest. Even when you don't agree with him. You can always tell him you don't agree with him, and he will listen. But you gotta love him and respect him. He is the successor to the apostles. I love my bishop. He's a great guy. He is supportive. He listens. And he's also a human being. Whoa, that slipped. He's also a human being. And so the rain's almost done. I had a great meeting with the bishop. We talked about a lot. I mean, he was ecstatic to see how healthy I've been. He's seen me at my worst, trying to get through these. Literally, it's 5 years next month, and he's been with me through it all. I mean, that's 60 months of 1,800 days of serious health issues and drama and ups and downs, and not bad drama, but it was just sad. It was very disturbing for him to watch me at my worst, when I couldn't drive or walk, and I couldn't use my eyes, my cerebral fluid issues, and my brain injury, and all that stuff, TBI, the syringomyelia. I had, bad cases, cerebellar tonsillotopia, so the fluid, it was just kind of nutty, kind of crazy. I was in and out of the hospital literally a dozen times every 3-4 months, 5 years, 4 years. I mean, there was a couple good swings there. There was 18 months, a good year of decent health in 2023, 22 to 23. So yeah, he saw me. I hadn't seen him since last fall. And we have 2 bishops, by the way. We have an auxiliary now. The bishop's retired, and so I'm referring to the bishop who ordained me. Anyhow, we talked about relics. We talked about the world. We talked about Pope Leo. We talked about prayer, spirituality. We talked about the gospel. We talked about, our ups and downs. I mean, it's a relationship, and it entails things that relationships have, personal, professional. There's the interior form and exterior form of conversations we enter into. So all priests have a wonderful, connection with their bishop. Most do. I would say 99% do, but there's always some, hard heads out there. We've had a few in our diocese, and that's gonna happen. It's nothing new in the church, but we all got to be together. Even our brother priests, we got to be together. There's a hierarchy for a reason. We gotta love one another and practice those virtues of obedience and humility, and it's a great life. I love it. I love my life as a priest. I can't tell you in just this little clip the many profound daily, weekly, monthly experiences I've had just in the last, I've been with the diocese since 2008 is when I signed up and became a seminarian. So I'm going on 17 years, being in the diocese with, under the bishop, several years of formation, 12 years, 11 and a half years of priesthood. I love it. It's hard, but it's also amazing when the Lord carries your cross for you, and it's easy. Priesthood is crazy. It's radical. I just had a woman, she pulled out in front of me, and at this intersection when I was coming into the diocesan center, and this young little brat tried to cut me off, and I wagged my finger. My horn don't work, and I just went like this, and she gave me like a face. She made a face and did the same thing. Then she followed me for about a mile and a half, followed me to the diocesan center and in the parking lot, and came over to me. It was creepy, very creepy. So you're gonna have that. I showed my collar and I whipped out my crucifix. I did this. I did this. And she took off like a banshee, little brat. You're gonna have that. You're gonna have people at the gas station who spit at you, give you the finger. But you're also gonna have people who, in Walgreens, you're looking for a birthday card, and someone gets on their knees and says, "Oh, Father, would you give me a blessing?" That's powerful. She's willing to get on her knees in public in Walgreens. Her faith drew her to Jesus and the priest, and I gave her a good blessing. She was almost in tears for whatever she needed. I didn't know what was going on in her life, but I was the answer, and she left there with the biggest smile and tears. So you have all kinds of crazy, awesome, radical, weird up and down days. Sometimes it's hard. Yes, sometimes it's easy, but isn't life that way? So I always remember that. That's like for everybody. If you're married, same thing. I see my friends who are married, my relatives who are married, they're miserable. Some of them are just absolutely miserable. And I'm like, yeah, I think I made a good choice. For me, priesthood was God made me for priesthood, or at least the invitation was there, and he gives you all the grace. So for those thinking about priesthood, those who are discerning priesthood, it's okay. This life is awesome. It's exciting. You never know what you're going to get, and it's all for the Lord. And experiencing God's grace through your very body and your mind and your spirit it brings joy. I love hard. I feel great about my life and myself when I do a good day's work. It's hard, and I go to bed knowing that I gave hardcore to God. God bless, and to all my brother priests, go see your bishop, have a good relationship with him, pray for him. If things are rough, talk to your spiritual director, reach out, maybe there's something you got to work on. But we can always be we're under one flock of the Holy Shepherd of Pope Leo. So he's our vicar for Christ. So we've all got to work together, love together. I just had an awesome visit with my bishop. So, all right, God bless all of you, and I'll see you at Mass.